Alright, this is my review of the Uco Candlelier candle lantern, and this is definitely my favorite of their candle lanterns. Like on the previous one, the bar, in this case, they don't even bother trying to make it swing down and wrap around there. I guess they probably realized it just loosened and stopped working anyway, so don't even bother trying. This is a 3-candle lantern. It does not have a collapsible down glass piece like the other one, but that's okay. This is a little heavier weight, but not heavy by any means. Has a much wider base, and if you want to boil something on here, you definitely can with the 3 candles. It will not be the fastest water boiler out there, but that's not really to use it. You go ahead and unscrew this bottom base, light your candles, as you can see, the wind's already knocking them out, but that's what this is for. And there you go. You have a nice hangable hanging lantern. It will get exceedingly hot as well, so make sure to realize these are metal. It will obviously get the hottest at the top, but down here is going to heat up too eventually, and just be careful not to touch them or let your kids get too close to them. Yeah, this one is also very well constructed, quite solid. I actually like this one a lot, and just keeping it on the table for light is good. I was wondering, I've never tried it, but if you could get a candle that would actually fit within their mold, that was one of those mosquito repellent candles or something. I wonder if that would work well, or if the glass blocking it off would kind of negate that, but that's something I've been considering testing, if I can find a candle that will, mosquito candle that will fit, or try and make it fit by melting down the wax and reshaping it. Anyway, these white candles that come with it are fairly cheap. They will melt if they're in your car and it's too hot for too long. They don't last considerably long, but they're good. I think 8 or 9 hour candles, if I remember correctly. The beeswax ones are pricier. They will last much longer, and they hold up higher temperatures in the car as well, and don't sit there and kind of get deformed. Even in winter here, I mean LA winter, so you know we still have 60, 70 degree days, 80 degree days occasionally. Even in that temperature, these candles in my trunk for just a couple days will start to slightly misshape, but they won't completely melt. Summer they will completely melt. The beeswax ones, though, seem to so far have held up from most everything. I keep them in a small bag inside a metal container, kind of at the bottom back of my Jeep, with a bunch of other stuff kind of over them, so they're never in direct sunlight, but still temperatures can get pretty high. So just be careful with the candles if you are like me and like to keep all your camping gear in your car. If you're keeping them in your house, again, keep them somewhere cool and dark. And that's about all there is to say about this. It's a well-made, simple 3-candle lantern. Hi there, just wanted to do a quick follow-up on that review. I had done that when I was out camping, and wanted to throw in a few more details. One, these are the 2 candles. So this is the standard, cheaper candle, and as you can see, even this one is slightly deformed because, like I said, almost any temperature above 75, 80 degrees, and they're going to start to deform over time. The beeswax ones, however, really do hold up to almost anything. They're also more expensive, but they also last longer. I keep all mine just in a little bag, and now I keep it in the garage so that it's not melting in the car. As for the boiling water, well, I figured we would just go ahead and do it right now and see, you know, proof of concept that it will in fact do that, because I've never actually needed to use it for that. So I have this going here with about half of this. This is about halfway full, and we're going to leave it and just let it boil, and we'll be right back. All right, at this point I'm calling it. It's been several hours, and although it is definitely hot and has lots of bubbles, at this point I'm gonna call it that this thing is not capable of boiling water. I can definitely heat it up enough so that I would even enjoy a nice cup of coffee out of it, which would be useful. I doubt I'll be able to show this very well. It's steaming. It might even technically be at the temperature to be considered boiling. I'd have to get a thermometer to check, but it's not a rolling boil by any means, and not boiling enough that I would, I guess in an emergency situation, I would be comfortable letting it cool down and drinking it for sure, but if I had any other means, I would go with that. It is quite hot, and we have little bubbling at the bottom, but no, the air bubbles aren't even coming up from the bottom and coming to the top, you know? And it's not getting any hotter at this point. It's pretty much at as hot as it's gonna get. So it's fine. It's a better lantern for light than it is for anything else, but it kind of has some alternative use as well. Like I said, if you're in a situation where you have a metal cup, you have water, and you obviously have fire, you would just build an actual fire and boil your water there. So it's not exactly going to do that great of a job of boiling water, but you don't necessarily need it to either. And there you go. I guess that answers that question there. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you later.